Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. I hope you're having a great day. We're back on Minecraft Java Edition for a brand new snapshot review. Today's snapshot is 19W36A and it does come with a bunch of changes. Now I know the majority of my fan base don't typically play Minecraft Java Edition. Most of you are a part of the Bedrock community or Console Edition, and in fact I want you guys to leave a comment down below right now and tell me what version of Minecraft do you usually play. Now, although I'm doing the Java Edition snapshots and update videos, you guys usually watch these videos because what Java Edition gets, Bedrock is going to get in the future, or however long it usually takes. Now, today's snapshot does feature some parity changes, Java to Bedrock, but actually it's the vice versa. It's Bedrock features that have finally made its way to the Java version. We've also got some huge changes for the Java Edition community in terms of modding. Alright, let's go into the game and let's check out the latest changes. So we are around about 3.5 weeks away from Minecon Live to find out the official update for 2019 for Minecraft. We've already had the introduction of bees. There really hasn't been too many major changes with this mob. I know a lot of you guys actually questioned saying that this mob was too big for the game. Now I've been playing around with these a bunch. They're so much fun, and actually having them this size is a good experience, unless you're terrified of bees, because, well, these things are absolutely huge. So one change that's happened with bees, in fact a couple of changes, mainly bug fixes. So they got a stinger at the back. Obviously, if you hit this thing and you annoy it, break its hive, its home, it's going to sting you. Now, when a bee stings you, it's only meant to sting you once, because as you know, if a bee stings you in real life, it dies. Now, in Minecraft, if a bee stings you, the stinger goes away, and then it can no longer sting you or poison you. That was an issue in a bug previously. Also, leashed bees were still able to go inside the beehive. Yeah, that's no longer a thing. Alright, so I want to mention something. As you guys can see, this is snapshot 19W36A. If you guys don't understand the reasoning behind the snapshot, the 19 is for 2019 and the W is for the week, and this is the number 36. So as you guys know, it's 2019, we are 36 weeks in, and this is the A snapshot. In case you guys didn't know, fun fact. So we'll get into this in a little bit. In fact, we'll get into this now. This is huge for the Minecraft modding community on Java. Now, it's the obfuscation maps are now published with all future releases. Now, to the likes of me and you who might not mod this game, it's a kind of a, huh? What does that mean? The basic way to explain this is made modding a lot easier for newer people. An even better way to explain this is it's like being given like a new desk or drawer or wardrobe from IKEA without the instructions. That's what Minecraft's been like for a very long time. Now, as soon as you are given the instructions, you then know how to build the wardrobes or the stand or anything else what it is. That is what they've made it possible for the community. Previously, before modding, you'd have to learn so many different steps. They've done this with the Bedrock community as well. Previously, they just made it a lot easier to learn if you're wanting to start learning mods, which I think is great. So that's one of the main changes, and if you aren't really a modder, this probably won't really affect you, but for the people I know who like to mod Minecraft PC, this is a huge difference. So one of the other changes, apart from bug fixes, is to do with the honey bottle. Now, previously this thing, if we go to / game mode survival, previously this thing would heal 3 of your hunger, which is, I think it's 6 in total, but 3 full bars. It still does that, but there's been a decrease in saturation. So previously, before this snapshot, honey bottles previously healed 3 hunger bars plus 9.6 saturation. Now, that's changed. I'm not entirely sure what the saturation is now. Maybe it's been halved. I'm just going to run my hunger down a little bit and show you guys that it still does heal 3/6, but the saturation has decreased. So I've managed to run down my hunger, so we've lost 3 of them. If we eat this now, or drink this, or whatever you're doing with it, it then goes all the way back up. Now, again, the saturation of this has decreased from 9.6 to whatever it is. There's also been another change with honey, and it now heals poison. Not entirely sure if this was the previous snapshot, but I'll, again, show you how this works. So for some crazy reason, you wanted to hit a bee, it's going to trigger them all. They're all going to attack you. They're all going to have red eyes. If you drink yourself, eat yourself the honey, it takes away the whole poison effect. Now, to be totally honest with you, honey in Minecraft is absolutely fantastic, but since you can't stack up honey in general, I really can't see too many people using this. But now I've really triggered all the bees, which really isn't a good thing. They're deadly in groups. So that's something else that's also changed. We're going to go back to creative here. And that's one of the main changes to do with this snapshot. They've decreased the power of these, and also it heals poison. Getting into some of the major changes today. So like I said, guys, they've done a parity update. Usually it's Java to Bedrock. Missing features on Java make their way to the Bedrock version. iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox, and Switch. They actually did this last week for the Bedrock version. So they introduced the features from Java to Bedrock, including the brown mushrooms, item frames on floor, something to do with villagers picking up their own food and eating it, and a bunch more. I think this has started to happen because there's been a lot of complaining in the community recently about missing features from either or version. A lot of people just simply aren't happy. And when they announced Bedrock, as you guys know, it's console edition. We were promised so many things. We were promised hardcore mode. We were promised spectator mode. We were promised amplified world. We were promised custom flats. We're 2 years in and we still don't got it. So one of the other changes we have here is from the Bedrock version is when you sleep in a bed, whether it's day or night, it will set your spawn. You couldn't previously do this on Java. Now, I'm just going to show you guys something different here. I'm going to do /set. I'm going to set our world spawn right here. I'm then going to write on this, so this should change. This is now going to be my spawn point. If I do if we just go up in the air, and I change my game mode to survival and kill myself, I should spawn on the bed, and I won't spawn over there. So /game mode survival. This is going to be fun. Here we go. And if we click on respawn, we're now going to spawn on the bed. We're not going to respawn over here where we previously set our spawn point. So that's something else that's changed. Although when you right click, it doesn't show in chat. I think it does do that on the Bedrock version. Either way, that's something that's happened. So another change that's happened is fireworks in dispensers now fire the direction that you have them pointing in. Obviously, you can fire them up. Previously, they would try and take off. That guy's been there for a long time. He's really worrying me. Yeah, they would try and take off. Now they actually fire in the direction that you want them to fire, rather than kind of slightly taking off. So if you like fireworks and you like to dispense them on an angle, that's something else that's changed. There's also been another change with the bell and redstone and a lever or anything else. If you activate redstone, hook it up to this, which was previously on Bedrock, it now sends a ding as many times as you want. There's also been the introduction of many game rule changes. These are some of the important ones. Whenever I start a brand new world, I always do /game rule, and I do daylight cycle, and I set it to false. I don't want the sun going down and having creepy crawlies all over my area that I'm basically making the video on. But they've done some changes, and this is so you can turn off phantom. So the game rule is to /game rule, do insomnia, and you can have this as false or true. This is gonna basically get rid of the phantoms constantly spawning over and over and over again. A lot of servers use this one, so that's something else that's been introduced. Respawn. So we have /game rule do, I think it's immediate respawn. So what this is gonna do, if we change this to true, what this is gonna do, I believe, is it's gonna make you instantly respawn rather than having the death screen pop up. So if we change this to survival, I think that's, come on. Here we go. I should die here. All right, so as you guys can see, we immediately respawn. There's no waiting. There's no pause screen. You are straight in there. It's good for like PvP stuff. You get straight back into it. So that was one of the other ones that changed. They also introduced the game rule. Fall damage, so you can no longer take fall damage. They also introduced the drowning one, so you can no longer drown if you're in survival, and also fire as well. So a bunch of these that I actually did not know were not on the Java version. They've made their way from Bedrock, and they've made their way to the Java version. One last change that I am fully aware of is that this is to do with sponges. Sponges, wet sponges, now dry out inside the nether. I mean, it makes sense because it's got water inside of them. Water is not possible. So if you're ever looking for a quick way to dry out your sponges because you don't like furnaces and you just want to dry these things out, you can just bring them inside of here. And that's the main changes. No huge changes in terms of features. Like, of course, we have bees, and then we didn't really get any other major features yet. I think they're being really cautious and not trying to spoil too much of the next major update. You're having a nice day in there. So, I don't know what happened here, dude. That seems slightly broken. That's how you break things. So, yeah, no major feature changes, but there has been some major changes that have happened. And I'll try and keep you guys updated as much as possible. And I don't know what's happening with these. We are close to Minecon, guys, and Minecon is going to be the next big reveal. Let me know in the comment section what you think the next major update is going to be and what you think the next major update should be. Have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.